Hey guys, thanks for joining me. I know it has been a while since I posted an update, and for that I apologize. I had a significant amount of personal matters to attend to back at home when I was in my TNT training phase with Prime. Prime was gracious enough to give me some time off to return home to deal with those issues and schedule a date and time for me to be picked up in my area when I was ready. That said, I decided not to continue with my TNT phase at Prime, and the reasons for which I thought I would share with you. So, my to be clear, the initial PSD training phase at Prime was superb. I thought the instructors were excellent. My trainer specifically was a great teacher, great instructor. The program to go through there to obtain your CDL is stellar, in my opinion. I do believe that they take that phase of training quite seriously. At least from what I witnessed myself firsthand. Now, with the TNT phase, though, you realize all TNT is really is the people who, in my opinion, my trainer, who I thought was a nice man, to be clear, by the way, basically admitted to me the only reason that he had me with him was so that he could run team miles and make more money. And pretty much told me on the first day that he did not think, before I even drove the truck anywhere, that I probably wouldn't be ready when my number of miles were up, that he was going to try to hold on to me longer. Like I said, somebody who I think is a good-hearted person, but he also possessed a very limited grasp of the English language. Very limited. I'm not saying that it was so limited that he could not read a road sign. I'm not saying that Prime is breaking any laws by employing this man. But I am saying that his understanding of the English language would have been subpar for me to have considered hiring him to operate a commercial motor vehicle, or to have worked at the plumbing company that I used to manage if he had to interact with customers. He also inquired as to whether or not I had flip-flops to wear while driving, because that's what he did. I also, there was one thing I didn't mention in the previous videos, but I may as well just bring it to light now. I saw a number of people going through the PSD training program that I saw in classrooms, that I saw on the training pad, who also had very, very limited grasp on the English language, some of which I could not carry a conversation with. I don't know if these people made it completely through the program, but I'm saying that is the caliber of people that I had in my class with me. And I also know of a number of people who appear to have been, here on work authorization, on work visas, with limited grasp of the English language going through the program. I do not wish to identify myself with a company that hires drivers of such quality, or even entertains the idea of employing drivers of such quality. Is my opinion, the only people who should be driving trucks in America are American citizens, and that is it. End of story, period. And they have to speak English just as well as I can. So, that's my opinion. There's nothing that can be said to change that opinion. And, that brands me a bigot or a racist or a right-winger, so be it. There's no level of shame that you could try to throw on me to get me to change that opinion either, or to get me to apologize for it. But that is the reason that I left Prime. It was the extreme lack of professionalism that I saw amongst other drivers, and it doesn't just stop at the English proficiency. It also continues on to just the way that some of the drivers have absolutely no respect for themselves whatsoever, dressing like absolute slobs, driving filthy trucks inside and out. And I'm not saying that all the drivers there are this way. Many of them are not, but I would say the majority are very unprofessional in the way that they conduct themselves, the way they dress, the way they present themselves. And if American truck drivers won't, I hear guys complain all the time about how we're not respected. Well, we're not respected because you don't respect yourself, and you leave your piss bottles outside at the truck stop, throw them out on the side of the road. You dress like slobs. You drive filthy trucks. Those are the ones that complain about not being respected. And if the industry is going to be respected again, like it once was, then we all need to respect ourselves, and that includes acting professional, looking professional. But I did not think that Prime was helping further that cause. There are plenty of companies out there that do. I was fortunate enough. It only took me about 2 weeks. I found a job driving for a local waterworks supply company, where I do utilize my CDL with a flatbed truck. I'll sort of transition between various vehicles. I have a 26-foot flatbed, tandem axle, straight truck that I drive, and a F550 Ford with a 40-foot gooseneck trailer, more or less a hot shot rig. So not driving a full size semi combination right now, but I'm probably going to go back in that direction. Or I actually have been talking to an investor of potentially purchasing a dually truck and trailer and starting a hot shot business, a CDL required rig. So that's something that I believe I'm going to be pursuing here in the coming weeks, and I'm actually I'm going to make a series about that journey if I can convince this investor to assist me with just some of the startup costs. Otherwise, I'll have to work on some things and save for about 6 months to a year to be able to make it happen. But either way, I think that's the direction that I'm going. But I got a lot of messages and stuff from guys asking about updates, so it seems like there's still some interest out there. If you guys like this video, please like it. I am going to be posting another series here soon about my current job, day in the life of, as well as perhaps doing some updates on industry news, specifically for new drivers. About different training programs and just things that are happening in the industry as a whole right now. But anyway, thank you very much for joining. Sorry for the long delay between posts, and I'll be talking to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.